lifetime of the universe, are there now or have there ever been other sentient civilizations that, like ours, explored the stars and left evidence of their efforts? I believe that in 2017, evidence passed through our solar system that supports the hypothesis that the answer to the last question is yes. In this book, I look at that evidence, test that hypothesis, and ask what consequences might follow if scientists gave it the same credence they give to conjectures about supersymmetry, extra dimensions, the nature of dark matter, and the possibility of a multiverse. But this book also asks another question, in some ways a more difficult one. Are we, both scientists and laypeople, ready? Is human civilization ready to confront what follows our accepting the plausible conclusion, arrived at through evidence-backed hypotheses, that terrestrial life isn't unique and perhaps not even particularly impressive? I fear the answer is no, and that prevailing prejudice is a cause for concern. As is true for many professions, fashionable trends and conservatism when confronting the unfamiliar are evident throughout the scientific community. Some of that conservatism stems from a laudable instinct. The scientific method encourages reasonable caution. We make a hypothesis, gather evidence, test that hypothesis against the available evidence, and then refine the hypothesis or gather more evidence. But fashions can discourage the consideration of certain hypotheses, and careerism can direct attention and resources toward some subjects and away from others. Popular culture hasn't helped. Science fiction books and films frequently depict extraterrestrial intelligence in a way that most serious scientists find laughable. Aliens lay waste to Earth's cities, snatch human bodies, or, through tortuously oblique means, endeavor to communicate with us. Whether they are malevolent or benevolent, aliens often possess superhuman wisdom and have mastered physics in ways that permit them to manipulate time and space so they can crisscross the universe, sometimes even a multiverse, in a blink. With this technology, they frequent solar systems, planets, and even neighborhood bars that teem with sentient life. Over the years, I have come to believe that the laws of physics cease to apply in only two places: singularities and Hollywood. Personally, I do not enjoy science fiction when it violates the laws of physics. I like science and I like fiction, but only when they are honest, without pretensions. Professionally, I worry that sensationalized depictions of aliens have led to a popular and scientific culture in which it is acceptable to laugh off many serious discussions of alien life, even when the evidence clearly indicates that this is a topic worthy of discussion. Indeed, one that we ought to be discussing now more than ever. Are we the only intelligent life in the universe? Science fiction narratives have prepared us to expect that the answer is no, and that it will arrive with a bang. Scientific narratives tend to avoid the question entirely. The result is that humans are woefully ill-prepared for an encounter with an extraterrestrial counterpart. After the credits roll and we leave the movie theater and look up at the night sky, the contrast is jarring. Above us, we see mostly empty, seemingly lifeless space. But appearances can be deceiving, and for our own good, we cannot allow ourselves to be deceived any longer. In The Hollow Men, his meditation on post-World War I Europe, the poet T.S. Eliot reflects, "This is the way the world ends, not with a bang, but a whimper." In a few words, Eliot captures the devastation of that conflict, which was, at that point, the deadliest in human history. But perhaps because my earliest academic love was philosophy, I hear more than despair in Eliot's evocative lines. I also hear an ethical choice. The world will end, of course, and most decidedly with a bang. Our sun, now about 4.6 billion years old, will, in about 7 billion years, turn into an expanding red giant and